Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video I wanted to do something a little special and show you guys some tips and tricks that I found while playing the new Symmetra on the PTR. But before we do that, let me just quickly say in my last video I talked about how I didn't like the new changes to Symmetra's primary fire, but what I realized is it's kind of compensated by the strength of her right click. So now Symmetra is really like a utility DPS hero, so the focus really isn't so much on her primary fire since her orbs are so strong, and she also provides so much utility through her teleporters and her turrets. So that's just something that I wanted to get out of the way. But anyway guys, these tricks I'm about to show you aren't necessarily game changing, but they're pretty fun to keep in mind, so let's dive into the video. So while I was messing around on the PTR, I realized that you could throw your turrets into the teleporter and they'd land on the other side immediately, and I'm sure like a lot of you know that already. You can teleport various different abilities. You can teleport Junkrat Tire, Diva Bomb, Torbjorn's turret, etc, etc. But in doing so, I discovered a trick which works out pretty fantastically. Now I'm not sure if I'm the first one to discover this, but I ain't seeing anyone else talking about it on YouTube, so I'm gonna say that I was the first one to show you guys, so Okay, so if you guys are familiar with how teleporting Torbjorn's turret works, you have to place the turret down first and then put the teleporter over it, and it'll teleport the turret to wherever the exit is. Now you guys might not know this, but it works the same way for Symmetra's turrets as well. So all you gotta do is place down your 3 turrets on the ground, like this, and then place down your teleporter over your turrets, and then BAM! They're gone. Now before I get to the juicy bit, let me explain an observation that I made. So when I placed the turrets down, I placed them separated from each other, but notice how when they teleported, they're all stacked on top of each other. So they're actually like literally in the same place. What this means is that if you're teleported with the turrets as well, you literally do so much damage because you're all in the same spot, and the turrets are harder for the enemies to destroy because they're literally like sharing the same HP and damage and so on. So let me show you guys this in practice. So I noticed a few enemies down below, and I'm just wondering if I throw in my turrets directly and just go in, I don't think they'll work out very well, so may as well try out this trick and try and catch them by surprise. So this might take some practice, but all you gotta do is chuck your turrets down, place your TP, turn around, press F, and you're automatically behind them. I was so surprised this worked because they literally had no idea I was behind them, and my turrets were doing so much damage, so maybe this is something that you guys could pull off as well. Now this trick didn't quite work out so well here, but if you guys watched, the Widow's wig literally flew off into orbit, and I was pretty happy with that. He was not expecting that at all, and I was literally like screaming because it was so funny. Now the next trick or tip that I want to show you guys, and I'm sure like most of you know this already, but some of you might not know, is that you can recharge your primary fire on shields. So this is a fantastic way to not only keep your charge up, but also stop yourself from having to reload constantly time and time again. And honestly, with the state of Symmetra's primary fire right now, I really only do recommend you going in with your left click when there's a lot of shields around, because I don't really think it's worth it. Otherwise, your right click is just so much better and gives you so much more flexibility when it comes to attacking. Okay, my next tip has to do with how you use your ultimate. Now, please excuse me because I hadn't lowered my sensitivity yet when I recorded this clip, but I promise you guys I've been working on my tracking and it's definitely a lot lower now. For those of you guys who haven't had the chance to play Symmetra yet, you can press Q twice to change the direction of your shield when you place it down, and you can actually use it to weave in and out to keep yourself alive, and I've found that this is a pretty good tactic when you're going in with your left click. I found that when you're playing defensively, a horizontal facing barrier generally works better because it blocks, you know, Pharaoh ults and snipers, but when you're playing more offensively and aggressively, then a forward facing barrier generally works better in that case, because as I said, you can weave in and out and use it to protect yourself. Apart from that, I don't really think I can show you guys any more tricks and things that you guys don't already know about. There are a few bugs and things, but I think they're going to be patched soon. For example, her turrets can shoot through walls at the moment, and that's a glitch, I'm pretty sure. One thing I do want to say is that if you're trying to flank with the teleporter, always try and go through the TP in the direction that you want to end up in. For example, if you want to flank them from behind, try and go into your teleporter backwards before you press F. It'll make your life so much easier when you're on the other side, so you don't have to turn around before you start doing damage or whatever it is that you're trying to do. I don't know why, but I feel like all my videos on the new Symmetra have been on Dorado, and I swear to god they're not the same games. I just feel like that's the only map that I ever get to play new sim on, so apologies if it looks like I'm literally recording the same video over and over again. It's not. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video slightly entertaining, and if you didn't, please let me know down below. As always, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, I'd appreciate that so much, and yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.